My name is Tamara. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is your first time here, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am an author and I am a follower of Jesus Christ, and it is my mission to make videos to help people grow in their relationship with God. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about my encounter with Jesus and how it changed my life, and how having an encounter with Jesus can also change your life. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. So now, several years ago, I had an amazing encounter with the Lord. I was just in a period of seeking the Lord, which is something that I'm always doing. But at that time, I was still new to the faith. I had just been saved a few years, and there were things in my life that I needed to get rid of. There were things in my life. There was a lot of, just like anybody else, I was going through that initial healing process. You know, when you come to the Lord, you have been traumatized by sin, by the things of the world. So you have to get into a place with Him so that He can remove all those things from you. And I was in that space in my life, and I was just seeking the Lord passionately. And one day I walked in my house after having, I was having like the weirdest experiences, because that day I was just under a lot of stress. I was not feeling well. I walked in my house and I was hungry because I was going to school at night, and I came home from school, and I was just getting something to eat, and I'm in my kitchen, and there I looked up, and the Lord was just there smiling at me. And so I'm letting you know the details just so you know I wasn't dreaming, I wasn't having a vision, and I wasn't sleeping. I was wide awake. This was about, I don't know, maybe after 10, 11 p.m. at night. I was literally, I had just came home, and there He was just smiling at me. And I did not, my mind could not even quantify what I was looking at, because this is not an ordinary experience. This is not an experience that's ordinary for anybody, even if you are a child of God and saved. This is not something that happens on a regular basis. But at that time, I was in a period of fasting and prayer intensively. And so it created an environment for things like that to occur. And it did occur at that moment. But after having that amazing encounter with the Lord, I had one of the darkest days of my life. I went from this mountaintop experience to literally feeling like I fell into a pit the next day. And it was because you cannot see the Lord and live. So everything that I was, everything that I knew, everything that I thought I was, had to die. The Bible tells us that you cannot see the Lord and live, in Exodus 33 verses 20. So all that I knew had to die, and a new version of me emerged. But I didn't know at that time what was happening to me. I just could not reconcile why I felt so low. And Jesus also said that unless a grain of wheat dies in the ground, it abides alone. It does not bear any fruit. So God was doing so I had to die. Like, who I was had to die, because God has something so much more for me. And after going through that process, I learned so much about so many different things. I grew at a pace that it was even hard for me to keep up, how intensely I grew spiritually. Because not only when you see the Lord, it has to change you. The Bible tells us that knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. So by seeing the Lord, my understanding about so many things, especially spiritual things, which before then I did not understand. I was very spiritually. I just was not a very. I did not understand spiritual things, but once I saw the Lord, my level of spiritual understanding grew exponentially to the point where it was even hard for me to keep up how much I knew. And I saw the real life results of that, because the Lord gave me an assignment to write books, and that's why I am an author. So far I have written 5 books, and a lot of people and I've written 5 books in a very short period of time, just to let you understand how much understanding that I gained. And I knew that it is because I had that encounter that it just opened up a realm of understanding for me that I could not ever have even hoped that would ever happen to me. And since I've had that experience, I have had the privilege of writing 5 books. And my books talk about my experiences with the Lord. My books will teach you about how to grow in your relationship with the Lord. It will teach you how to heal from brokenness and trauma and all the things that I have gone through, that the Lord has taken me through. So I wanted to share that with you, to let you know that pursue Jesus on a deeper level, grow in your understanding, because the rewards of having a good relationship, the rewards of pursuing Jesus, they are beyond what you could, think or even imagine. The rewards are so much worth it. So I hope that this video encourages someone today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, because like I said, I am trying to grow this YouTube channel, because it is my mission to get the word of the Lord to as many people as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.